Hi everybody! So obviously this is a little bit of a different video than I usually do. That's because I'm going to be showing you guys some of my art. If this is your first time coming to my channel because you were looking through art stuff, then welcome! Some little things to note. I might be making some strange noises because I have Tourette syndrome, which is a neurological disorder that makes me do uncontrollable sounds and movements. So, oops. Whoops. But yeah, so if you hear any sounds that I'm making, that's what that is. And also there's some art that is referenced to my Tourette's, so just thought I'd put that out there. And yeah, so let's get started. Some of these are slightly older sketchbooks, like these ones. They're from when I was going to high school and from my art classes, and some of them are newer, so I'll just tell you when they're from and all of that good stuff as I'm going through them. So let's just start with the biggest ones to get those out of the way. So these ones are more recent. They're acrylic paintings. They're about 11 by 11 inches. It's just on this like kind of heavy-duty cardboard type thing. So yeah, my girlfriend requested sunflowers, so I decided to draw some. And these two paintings, by the way, are for sale. I will put the link to my store down in the description if you want to go check that out. Okay, on to the next one. I did these paintings at pretty much the same time. Sorry, my camera cut out there for a second. I ran out of storage. Also, if you're hearing any noises, that is the kittens that we're fostering right now. They're playing around in random stuff. Okay, so yeah, this is also acrylic, also on the exact same kind of cardboard, so yeah. Now we'll get on to my sketchbooks. I'll go through my most recent sketchbook right now because it's just the smallest and I want to show you everything in it. In the other ones I've like sticky noted what pages I want you to see, so I will just show you this whole one right now. Zoom in a little bit for you. Go. Okay, so this was just the first page. This is the first thing I did just to see how well the paper held onto the markers and just to write my name in there. These are just some doodles that I sketched out and then did with fine liners, micron. This is just something that I did with colored pencils. Sorry, I cannot talk right now. With colored pencils, just to see if I'd gotten any better. I don't usually work with colored pencils, so I just wanted to try them out, and it was one of the first things I was drawing in here, and I just wanted to draw something random. I love drawing monsters, so you'll see that in other ones. These are little rough drafts for these later ones that we'll see in just a second. So there's this one. It's a background wash of watercolor, and then I did the same thing where I sketched in pencil and then inked it and then erased the pencil. And this is part of a 3-part series. This one I haven't done the inking yet because I haven't figured out what objects I want to have on that one. But I did this one, the plants. This is my original character, Ricky. I haven't done a ton with him yet, but you'll see in one of my slightly earlier sketchbooks. Well, it's not an earlier one. It's one I'm doing at the same time as this one, but I drew it before this picture. So, yeah. I was just trying to flesh out his design a little bit more and draw some little chibi versions of him. And then another original character, Char. I think that's what I want his name to be. I'm not sure yet. But I wanted to make some kind of love interest for Ricky, so I was trying to come up with another character, and I really like the way that this chibi of him turned out. So this is another watercolor piece. I was just messing around with the watercolors, trying to figure out what I liked, how they looked layered over each other, and then I just did some designs with my white gel pen because I thought it was a little too plain, so I added that to it. This was another one I did the same time as that last one. This one it's watercolor in the background, but I didn't really like the colors or how it turned out, so I put this design over it with fine liners. This one, it's not finished yet, so I am slowly working on it. It's just with colored ballpoint pens, which ballpoint pens are one of my favorite mediums, so hopefully I'll finish that one soon. This one is just in normal pencil. I was watching Jacksepticeye's live stream a little while ago, and he was eating some food, so I decided to draw a screen cap of that. This one's not finished yet either. It's just a starting of a picture of Ricky and Char, so I'll finish that one soon, and then the rest is blank so far. So let's move on to another thing. Here, this is just a piece by itself. It's another piece of Jacksepticeye. I did this quite a while ago, maybe like half a year to a year ago, I'm not positive, but it is on a little, I think it's 5x5 piece of wood, and it's wood burning. It's all stippling, so it's all dots. A little bit closer up. And that's just another screen cap redrawing, so I really love this piece. It's like one of my favorite pieces that I've ever done. So yeah. Now let's move on to my other sketchbook that I'm working on right now. It's quite a lot bigger one, so I'm gonna zoom it back out. Oops. So this is the cover. It just has lots of stickers all over it that I got from, I think, Michael's maybe? And I'm sorry if you can't see the entire sketchbook if it's cut off a little bit. I'll move it around so you can see the entire picture, but this is as high as I could get my camera, so yeah. So obviously I have a lot of things bookmarked in here, so I'll just start off from the first one. So these are, well, they were originally from pictures of me and my friends and family. So I put some stencil paper, sorry, over some pictures, and I traced out just the different shadow values, and I just really love how that looks, so I left it like that, and I really love that you can still tell that it's people and everything, and I just really love how that looks, so that's me, if you couldn't tell. Okay. This is actually on the next page. So this is an unfinished drawing, obviously, but it's from a cover of one of the All Time Low albums. I've just never finished it. It was a request from one of my friends who I'm not friends with anymore, so I never finished it, but I like how it looks at this point, so I just leave it in there like that. It's my next one, and like I said, I have Tourette's, so this one has to do with that. It's just a quote that I heard a while ago. Let's just take it tick by tick, instead of like take your life day by day or minute by minute, whatever. It's people with Tourette's, it's take it tick by tick. So this one isn't fully finished either because I haven't inked those, and I need to change the proportions and everything of the face, but I really like how that one came out too. This next one, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. This is just a pencil drawing of my girlfriend Kat. It is from a picture, so that's how I made it look so good, because I would not have been able to draw that from my mind, but yeah. This next one is just a random sketch page. I usually draw cats. Can you not? Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, a lot of the time when people show sketchbooks on YouTube, they're always like very finished drawings and everything, but most of my sketchbooks are pages like this, where like it's not totally filled, they're not the greatest of drawings, and that's totally okay. Like I always feel pressured to make my sketchbooks look really finished, and that's not what they're for. So yeah, I thought I'd just show you guys. Quite a few of these pages are unfinished, and they're just sketchbook pages rather than finished drawings. So, yeah. And I quite like all these. I especially like these little ones in the corner of these little monster silhouettes. Again, this is like very sketchy page, and like I really like how this middle one came out. But then there's just some totally stupid ones like these little ones, and it's okay to have not finished things and things that you think are stupid, because it's your sketchbook and you're just supposed to get your thoughts out and all of that stuff. So this up here, Go Dance Your Fairy Life, is, I got really dressed up for this thing at where my grandpa lives, and this old lady in the elevator thought that I looked like a fairy, so when she was leaving she just said, "Go dance your fairy life." So that's like one of my favorite things that someone has said to me. This is just something I was having fun with, putting sticky notes over pages and just doing some like kind of graphic designs with fine liners. Oops. This was just kind of an expansion. This was actually just with ballpoint pens, I think. These are not very sticky. So yeah, I actually really like how this one came out. It doesn't look very finished, but that's where I'm gonna leave it, so. This one is just some drawings of hands. I also have OCD, and this is just kind of a depiction of one of the compulsions that I have. It's just like wrapping strings around my fingers that aren't actually there. This one I was on a face chat with my girlfriend, and I was just doodling the whole time, and I really like how they came out. All different types of doodles. This one I really love because it looks like a human heart, and I didn't even mean to make it look like that, so I thought that was really cool. I also really like that one, just the way everything fits together really well. This one was just like a simple little character design. I never did anything with him, but he's there. This one I was just trying to do some designs for maybe things I wanted to paint on my walls or like on my bookshelf or something like that. And this is the Tourette's awareness ribbon, the teal ribbon, so I have a few of those around. This is another thing that I wanted to talk about, is like, I really loved how this eye came out, and I didn't want to ruin it by putting anything else on this page, so I just never did anything else with it. So this entire page is blank, except for that little eye, and I know that I shouldn't do that, because you'll never get anything better if you don't keep drawing, but that's just an example of that, where I like put this one thing on a pedestal and then wouldn't draw anything else around it because I thought I would ruin it, so yeah. This, my grandma wanted me and my sister to make her something for a project she was doing, so she wanted me to draw this tree so she could like write little things on the branches. So this was the final drawing that I came up with, and then we scanned it and colored it digitally and all that stuff. These are stamps that I made, actually. I carved some rubber that's made for stamps, and I made all of these different stamps. So this one is actually made from like a kiss print that I did. And this is I love you in sign language, and then just some like funny little ones that I like, because cats is one of my tics. So I thought I'd make that one. This is another stamp that I made that me and my friend kind of came up with, because we're both disabled and queer, so I thought that we'd make a little logo for that. I really love this page. I did this before this one, so it just kind of ended up overlapping because I started it up here, but that's alright. This is one of my friends, Skylar, and she sent me a picture to draw her, so that's what I did. Oops, missed one. This one is me, and this was just kind of an abstract depiction of what Tourette's is like. It's just like all these invisible hands pulling you around and making you do things. So I really like how that one came out. Again, these ones are some more Tourette's ribbons, obviously. This one is like probably my favorite Tourette's ribbon that I've done. I really like it. I also made like a sort of copy, like I didn't actually copy it, but I redrew it and made it into like a little sticker that I put on the back of my phone. So, yeah. This one is where I was originally designing some merch for my YouTube store. For my YouTube on my Redbubble store. So yeah, this one is a design that I created digitally. It doesn't have these lines anymore, and the hey everyone is over here, I think, maybe over here. But yeah, I do it digitally, and now you can buy it on like t-shirts and stickers and bags and whatever you want. So yeah. And then these were just some other ideas for ones. This one turned into one as well, which I actually have that picture right down here. It turned into this. So you can also get that on shirts and stickers and all that jazz. So yeah. Which one's the next one? This one. I'll zoom in on this one a little bit because it's pretty small. I usually tend to draw small in my sketchbooks even though they're huge. So yeah, this is one of my favorites too, and a lot of people like this one. There isn't really any like specific meaning behind it. I just really wanted to draw some like kind of creepy, surreal drawing, and I like shading, so I decided to do some just hands and arms wrapping around. So yeah. Again, this is like one of those pages where like it's a pretty crap page. It's just like random, really fast doodles, but then there's this one thing that I really like on it, and that's alright. It doesn't matter if you don't like the whole page. As high as I can scoot my journal, sorry. But yeah, so I really like that one, and it's ballpoint pen, and so it's alright if the rest is just kind of whatever. As long as you make something that you like, even if there's a whole page you don't like a lot of these pages that I'm not showing you, I just don't really like. But yeah, it's alright. As long as you keep drawing, then that's all good. I covered this one up because I absolutely hate this drawing and it makes me hate the page more, so I just covered it up and tried to do some cool, like, texture stuff. So make art out of art that I don't like. And then down here, I have this baby that I drew from a reference picture, and then down further I have these little monsters that I just decided to draw. Just thought they were cute. Obviously these aren't monsters, this is just ketchup and mustard. But yeah, I really like this one. It's really cool. But I like them all. And then these ones are just cute little potion bottles and gems I wanted to try out. This one was a day when I had a lot of art block going on, and so I wanted to try something different that I don't usually ever do. So I didn't sketch at all. I just took these colored fine liners that I have and started scribbling and trying to make the shapes, and I really like how it turned out. So that's cool. And this is the last thing in this sketchbook, but this is the drawings of Ricky that I was talking about. These were the first drawings. That was actually the first drawing, and the style changed a little bit. Like, obviously it became like a little more realistic. But yeah, I really like how these came out, and they're obviously colored ones, unlike the ones in my other sketchbook. And something I didn't mention is that Ricky also has Tourette's, because I wanted to come up with a character who has tics like me. So yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to move on to some older stuff from when I was in high school and art classes and all of that stuff. So, these might be a little hard to see the whole thing because they're very big, but if I keep it sideways it should be good. This one is just a ridiculous thing. I think I drew this in detention. So I just wanted to draw something silly and fun, so I made that. this one is another one of those pages where just a lot of it is crap, but that's alright. A lot of sketchbooks are crap, but then you get some really good things. Like, I really like this character down here, and I like the shading on this thing. So, yeah. This one is on the back of a page that I really liked. Sorry about the shadow, by the way. There's a lamp over here. I can turn it this way, I guess. Character from an anime that I really like, Haikyuu. This is Hinata, and I was just drawing it from a picture, and so it's all freehand, but I just copied it down from a picture. Oops. And then I did another drawing of Hinata right here, which I also really like. And those are the only few things that I want to show you from this, because most of it is just like practicing shading and all of that stuff. So here are some loose pages from my art class. This was we were practicing with what's it called, 1-point perspective. So we were supposed to design our dream room, so this is what I made. There's like the in-floor trampoline, and this whole wall is a whiteboard. There's a swing, and like there's a ladder up to a secret area up in the roof, and my bed is like inset into the wall, and there's a mural on my wall because I love painting. So yeah, that took a long time. And then this one was before I had finished. I didn't draw this one, by the way. This is from the computer. But this is before I had finished that drawing, and I was just kind of thinking about it a lot, so I drew this while I was at home, just trying to figure out everything, and I really love the colors on this. So yeah, this is just kind of a simplified, sketchy version of that, and then I was drawing wings and eyes and whatever, and I was trying to do like this one, and just do a kind of sketchy, simple version of it. And this was an assignment to do a word in sign language, so obviously I did anime because I'm a dweeb and I love anime. So yeah, I really like how those hands came out. Yeah. And then this one, it was just a small little warm-up assignment that we had, but I really liked how it turned out. It was me and my best friend fist bumping, and I just took a picture of it and then drew it, and I really like how that one came out, so there's that one, and I named it Bros. And now on to my final sketchbook that I'm going to be showing you guys. It's another one of these. This one is very small and light, so it might be kind of hard to see, but I really liked how it came out. It was just, I never finished it, but I just kind of like it how it is. So it's just, it's someone I used to know, and I just really like this, and it was like a really overexposed picture of them in the sun, so I was just doing the really simple shading on that one, so yeah. This one was another assignment where we were doing all the bone structure, and in a second I'll show you we did the muscles in the hand as well. But I just like how that came out, and the shading and everything. This one is just some little ballpoint sketches that I did. I like them. I love drawing monsters, obviously, so I was just drawing some kind of little face sketches in there. This one is the muscles in the hand that I was talking about before. I really like how that came out too. It's really cool. This one, this is like the pen kept running out, so I had to keep scribbling and wiping off extra smudges and everything. But here's some more kind of monster creature ballpoint pen sketches. I like that one. And these ones was like teeth or claws, I'm not sure, and I just was messing around with shading and all of that stuff. Now on to the last one. It's just little tiny ones. You've probably seen that I only cover little tiny bits of pages usually, but these are just some more monster face sketches with ballpoint pen. Creepy smiley face. So, yeah. This is another sketchbook I have that I haven't really started using yet, but I just started the other day. So I was doing some requests and stuff from my Snapchat, and I just thought I'd show you guys a few of the ones that I got done. So this one was just a bunny eating french fries. Somebody just wanted me to draw a chicken. I really like how the head of that one came out. An anchor, I really love the shading that I got on that one, and then just a cute little cactus with a hat, and I inked that one because I just wanted it to be like a cute little clip art thing. So yeah, these were all the suggestions, and I'm gonna get through quite a few more of them when I have the time, but yeah, I thought I'd just show you guys those ones too. Those are all of the drawings that I wanted to show you guys. I do have a couple more of my favorite pieces, obviously, but they're up on walls in my house and stuff like that, and I've done some paintings, but those are on the walls of my house as well, so I can't really show those right now, but if you want to see those, I have pictures of a lot of my art on my Instagram, and all of my social media will be in the description below, and I usually post work in progress pictures when I'm drawing on my Snapchat, because I post on there a lot of the time. I also do a lot of singing that I post on there, so if you're interested in that, go down there. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you could see everything well. I'm sorry about the shakiness. My setup is really bad. And this is a pretty wobbly desk, but I hope you enjoyed it and you liked all my stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!